Happy National Sign Day. Hope it's going great for you. It's going really good for Florida State. They continue to pour in the recruits, and not only just the recruits, but those NLIs that they're coming in maybe over text messaging, perhaps not fax machines, not fax machines. It's a modern day, which is also check out our new digs. Nice little setup we have here with the graphics. I'm Azon. That's Michael. He's the recruiting analyst for Warchant.com, the ultimate Seminoles sports source. As the background says below, thumbs up, subscribe, please. Michael, I don't know if there's like a mascot for a recruiting class, but if there was for the 2023 tribe for Florida State, it has to probably be this next gentleman out of North Carolina, man. KJ Sampson, Keith Sampson Jr., has been committed and firm. Was there ever any sort of lingering doubt, or did anybody try to swoop in and get this talented young man from North Carolina?
I think there was like a teeny slight thing of with NC State because and it wasn't really NC State was so much like right on par with FSU. It was more going away from home to go to college. Once that settled in, that I mean, he had always been very pro FSU. He recruited for FSU. Certainly he was one of their most vocal, commitments throughout the whole process. It was like a slight thing. It wasn't anything that was serious. It was just something like, hey, you're going away from home. It's new for kids to deal with. So, but I think once he took the official visit to FSU with his parents again, it was kind of like we feel good about everything, and I think he's been solid, but it was still important because he didn't know if he was going to sign with his teammates in February or he's going to sign in December, and he signed in December. So I think that was certainly a big deal as far as official visit, but I think he's always been one of their most vocal guys, and when they lost Chris Parson, he was the guy that picked up the pieces and really just kept everything afloat and kept things together, and just kept the momentum going for FSU.
This young kid was a state champion. He was named the North Carolina Sports Writer Defensive Player of the Year. So, very heralded, also a consensus four-star defensive lineman. What's about his game, Mike? Do you think that will translate well to the college level when you watch him?
Big year, very big year. He's probably one of the best defensive tackles out there in the South. I don't think there's too many, that are better than him. I think he had 20 sacks on the year, which is a crazy number for a defensive tackle. Most defensive tackles don't get anywhere close to that. But he is so good getting off the blocks. I mean, he is almost impossible to handle when you're blocking him one on one because he's so strong and so quick, and his top end speed's fast, and his motor is just the thing that I love. Like there's never a play where he doesn't feel like he's going to make it or he's going to finish the playoff, and he's just nonstop. Just it's got an animal like motor. Just it's just relentless and just a sack machine of everything he does. The way he gets off blocks and his hand placement, and I think he's one of the best. I think he's one of the best defensive tackles out there, even in the South overall. I think he's phenomenal the way. And you add that in with FSU, that's exactly that. I mean, if you're looking for a guy in the dictionary that fits the Odell Hagen's picture of what a defense tackle looks like and plays like, it's certainly Keith Sampson.
Yeah. So, when it comes to possibly first year, I mean, when it comes to Keith Sampson Jr., do Florida State fans, need to look at him as kind of like a longer term investment that might pay off a few years down the road, or is he somebody you think that might be able to come in day one and compete?
I mean, we've seen FSU when they have young guys in there, and it'll be tough because if you have certain guys back that come back, it'll be tougher. But I think we've seen that with a lot of young guys that they get action. You could see him going in there and could be in the two and three deep. He's just so good that he's a guy I think you want on third down where you can, some by chance you have Fabian Lovett come back. You can rest Fabian on certain downs, keep your guys fresh, and then have a guy that just is so elite at getting off the blocks. And one of his biggest strengths is pass rushing. He's just a really good pass rusher for a defensive tackle. So I could see them running some plays where you see him on third down and certainly getting some action. But a lot depends on how quick he picks things up. College is faster. All the guys are bigger. All that stuff, and so there's an adjustment period to the speed. But I think if he does that, he's going to get a guy that gets reps.
6'3", 285 out of New Bern, North Carolina, man. He's got a lot of accolades from the state of North Carolina, just ranked inside the top 200 nationally from On3, a consensus 4-star defensive lineman is Keith Sampson Jr. Plenty more over at warchant.com, as well as our YouTube channel here, which is totally free to subscribe to, lower right corner. Also, the thumbs up. Michael, thanks, man.
You got it.